Welcome to the Humanergy Leadership Podcast. My name is David Wheatley. We're here to talk leadership in small, bite-sized and practical chunks. Enjoy.
Well, this episode's scheduled to go out somewhere around Christmas time in 2023. So if you're listening to it around then have a wonderful holiday. But I keep being asked the question, now we've got 150 episodes of the Humanergy podcast, where do I start? So we introduce people to it, we use it, we send people links, but where would I start with 150 episode options? So this episode is to tell you how to listen to the other episodes. If you're an avid listener, you can skip by it. If you're new, this is a great place to start. So I'll tell you the first thing. We started the podcast in 2020, and I was told that you have to do episode 1 because you won't get to episode 50 unless you do episode 1, but it's likely that episode 1 will be crap. So I accept that. So you can't find episode 1 anymore. Episodes 1 through 7 I unpublished because they were my trial episodes. And I hope it got a little bit better from episode 8. So you can skip through those. The other big spaces between episodes 8 and episode 45 was me working out what I wanted it to be. So some of those episodes were just talking to clients and friends about leadership and trying to draw out some thoughts. Others had a bit more juice to them. There's a few that stand out. Episode 18 is the first episode on Edgar Schein and listening. Episode 23 talks about the concept of moving from quarterback to coach, being that player in the heat of the moment to being on the sidelines, being that manager of managers, if you like. Episode 33 with Heather Luciani talks about her book club and how she's established a book club, which is indirectly created a promotion bench of people that are actively being promoted. And then episode 35 is just a favorite of mine because I was talking to Keith Hollis, who was the skipper of the Ruby May, the boat that my wife and I sailed the Atlantic on in 2015, about some of his insights into leadership. When it got to episode 45, I took a pause, and Corey Fernandez, who you may have heard on here, asked me a great question, as many humanists are good at. He said, "What are you trying to make this?" And as I reflected on it, one of the things I realized was I was making it nothing for anybody and a bit of everything, but what I decided was I was going to make this useful tools for Humanergy clients. So if you're not a Humanergy client, you're getting bonus. Hopefully that's useful. If you are a Humanergy client, then you probably get links to many of these episodes in your coaching summaries from the various coaches that you work with. Because from episode 46 onwards, that was where it focused. And really, there's 3 different types of podcast within those episodes from 46 on. There's the 5-minute episode. That's usually no more than 5 minutes, and it goes into a Humanergy tool. It's just a quick recap, talks about something that you may be familiar with if you've been through our High Impact Leadership training or you're being coached at the moment by Humanergy. Hopefully they're explained in such a way that even if you're not working with Humanergy, you find some value. The second thing is the first Friday sessions, which start at episode 59. And our first Friday work sessions are free sessions on the first Friday of every month at noon Eastern time. And anybody can sign up at humanergy.com to join us. Great conversation about leadership. But about a 10, 15-minute element of that is one of our Humanergy folks presenting some information on a specific topic. And we record that and we publish it as a podcast episode. And that's usually about 10 to 15 minutes. And then the other section to this podcast, post episode 45, is the longer conversations, about 40-minute conversations with me and a couple of old acquaintances, Judy Brown and Rick Eigenbrot. And Judy and Rick were having long conversations during lockdown. They both come from the organizational development, organizational psychology background. And they were just pondering how it would be great if they could record them. And I'd had Judy on a couple of episodes of the podcast, and she said, well, maybe David would be interested in doing that. So those are conversations that we go into subjects a little bit deeper, ones like accountability and letting go. And there's usually one of those about every month that goes a little bit longer. And then in 2024, there'll be a series of episodes once a month that look into the best practices of family business. So if you're in a family business or connected to one, you'll be looking out for those episodes too. So I hope that helps. If you wanted to just start and listen from start to finish, then go for it. If you want to bypass my learning, start at episode 46. If there's particular things that you're looking for, then you can search for those tools and practices if you're familiar with Humanergy, and you'll probably find an episode on it. And if you're looking for one and you can't find it, let me know. I can probably point you in that direction, or I'll record one especially for you. So enjoy. Let me know what you're making of it, and let me know if that helps. And have a wonderful holiday, and all the best for 2024.
That was the Humanergy Leadership Podcast. My name's David Wheatley. For further information about Humanergy, go to humanergy.com or check out our latest book, What Great Teams Do Great, from all good bookstores. Have a good one. Stay healthy.